Hey guys, it's me Sam, and today we are going to be going over all the products that I played with in the month of May. This is not including products that I purchased in the month of May but didn't get a chance to play with, because there are a lot of products that I did receive but kind of later in the month and I never got around to filming them. So yeah, if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Sam. I'm a makeup enthusiast. Makeup is my therapy, and if you feel the same way, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below so you can come back and see more content with me. So let's get started. Alright, so to get started, the first product I'm going to talk about is the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil. I have mine in the shade Black and Brown. I am wearing it today along with my Cosmetics brow cream. I think this is a really good brow pencil. I really do like the color, the size of it. It has a very tiny little point on there. It has this twist up mechanism and a spoolie on the other end. I really like it. It's a simple, easy pencil, and yeah, I enjoy it. It doesn't bleed and get all messy everywhere, but it's creamy enough to slide onto the skin nicely. The next one, I don't know, I feel like I've talked about this before, but I'm not quite sure, but I've tried multiple shades and I feel like I've narrowed it in. So I have this in two shades. I have the shade medium and I have the shade tan. And definitely the shade tan is the better version for me. I feel like the medium shade is a little bit too light and slightly too like cool tone for me. So I feel like the tan one is the perfect shade for me. And honestly, I really like the consistency of the concealer. It's very smooth, gel-like. It goes on very nicely. I like that it's in this little pump, so you can just squeeze a little bit on and then dab it on. You can blend it in with your fingers or go in with a brush. I kind of do prefer a like spatula thing, but I don't know, I do like this, and I like that you can see when you start to use it up because the pump on it starts to move, which is quite nice. This month I was trying the Milani Anti-Gravity Mascara, and I have to say I absolutely love this mascara. I thought I liked the Maybelline Sky High, but I think I like this one even better, which is amazing because there's some good mascaras coming to you at the drugstore. Still, I have so many favorites that are obviously high end, but I feel like this is a really good drugstore option, and I'm loving this. Next, I wanted to talk about the Chic Glam liquid blushes. I apparently had one already in my collection, and then I purchased the second one of the exact same shade. I do really like this product and the formula. I don't think that it's my favorite liquid blush formula, but it is very easy to blend and the color is quite nice. I have it in Swipe Right, and let me just swatch it for you. Yeah, it's very thin and like watery like, so it just blends into the skin quite effortlessly. And if I was comparing it to like even saying the Laura Mercier moisturizer tint blushers or whatever they're called, I actually like these a little bit better. They're a little bit more user friendly, and then obviously they're more cost effective as well. The big surprise to me was the Chic Glam liquid bronzer. I picked this up because I was kind of interested in the KVD one, but I didn't want to spend that money, and so I picked this one up in the shade Warm Honey. I did film a video with this and I will link it down below, but I loved this. It was super easy to blend, easy to use. This is like amazing. The packaging is really cute. I don't know if many of you have seen the brand called Dear Dahlia. I've never purchased anything from them, but the packaging is kind of like this, obviously a little bit more fancy, but yeah, it definitely reminds me of that. I did a video talking about Makeup Revolution's Planet Revolution brand last month that I picked up these products when I talked about my April haul. I finally got around to playing with these products this month, and I have to say the product that made the biggest impression on me was these Lip and Cheek Cream blushes. This is in the shade Sweet Rose. I did film a video with this and I will link that down below. Not many people were interested in it, but I have to tell you, the blush is phenomenal. The application is so smooth and lovely, and I really, really love this product, so much so that I actually picked up a couple more shades and I'm just waiting for them to come in the mail. I also picked up their color crayon in dark brown. This is for brows and liners, and this, if I can get it open, is a really beautiful pencil. It's nice and creamy. It is a wooden pencil. It glided on the waterline really lovely, and it lasted quite a long time. Not all day, but definitely pretty good wear time on it. It matched my brows pretty well, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed this pencil. This was a definite win with that. And then we have the Planet Revolution palette in the earth tones, and I actually like this palette. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty decent quality for Makeup Revolution. We know that they're not especially known for the quality of their eyeshadows, but I thought this palette was really cool. I think the whole concept behind the whole thing is pretty cool. This whole thing is made of a plant-based plastic, so that it is not, obviously it doesn't contain any plastic. The mirror actually pops out of here when you're done using the palette. You can clean it out, and I thought that was really cool. I think this is a really decent eyeshadow palette. I don't think it's great, but it's okay. It's good for the money, I think. In that purchase, I also picked up their beauty sponges. So these are the Planet Revolution beauty sponges, and I think it's like 20 or 25% plant-based powder used, so less plastic in the use of these sponges, and they're okay. They're really not my favorite. I'm probably gonna toss them very soon. They're not the worst, but they just have kind of a more stiffer kind of build to them, and they're a little bit more dense, if that makes any sense. So they're not my actual favorite. I like something very fluffy and squishy. So this is definitely just not my preference. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I got mine in the shade 330W. I've actually had this for a bit, but I really wanted to test it out and see if I really liked it. I didn't want to fall for the FOMO on this, and also like the excitement of getting it and trying it for the first time. I also didn't get it when it first launched because I wasn't sure if it was a product that I would actually use, and I have to say that I really did love this product. I used it quite a lot before the warmer weather started to come. I was wearing it a lot over my Laura Mercier skin tinted moisturizer, and I just loved the way it looked. My makeup lasted a really long time. It had really good coverage. I was really, really quite happy with this product, and definitely recommend picking that up. So I picked up some things from Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, I know it's a little excessive, but I had to. I picked up the new cream bronzer in the shade Tan. This is absolutely beautiful. I will tell you that a little bit goes a long way. I did film a video using this product, so if you want to see me use it in application, I will also link that down below or in the eye. But I love this bronzer. I think it's really beautiful. It's more of a matte finish. You're not going to get any shimmer from this. It's not going to give you any kind, it's not a balmy or emulsive kind of formula. It's really kind of more of like a velvety texture, but it blends really, really smoothly. I don't know how many of you guys were familiar with the Maybelline Superstay Foundation Sticks. For a really long time, I used to use that foundation stick in a darker shade for my bronzer, and it kind of reminds me of that, with that really powdery, like airbrush kind of look to it, and I'm super excited about this. The size of it is also enormous, which is great because you can use it for your face and your body. I also picked up one of her Look in 5 kits. This is the one in Super Chic, and in the video that I used the bronzer, I did use this little kit, and I think this is super adorable. I am really quite happy with this, although I do feel like I'm tempted to buy the other highlighter shade that they had and just switch it out. I do like this highlighter, but it has more like of a it leans more champagne silvery than gold, and I feel like this would probably look a lot nicer on me if I was like really what I consider my fairest in the winter time. But for me right now, where I'm getting a little tan, it can look a little icy on me, so I'm tempted to pick up just that highlighter stick and swap them out, which I think is really cool that you can customize it and pick other shades and kind of switch them out in this little case. So I did a thing with Vizier. They had a sale with all of their blush duos 1 through 6, and I picked up all 6. So I did swatch them all in a video where I used the Lavender Quad from the new Macaroon collection, and I will also link that video. So my favorite ones I think are right in the middle is 3 and 4, and I feel like this blush line is super smart because we have 2 palettes that are kind of more geared to the light to medium, and then you have 2 that are definitely targeted towards medium tan, and then you have 2 really vibrant ones that I think would work on dark and maybe even deep skin tones. So these are the 2 that are my favorite, that I think are more for like medium tan skin tones, and I absolutely love them. They're really pigmented and beautiful. One thing that I noticed when I use these is that they're incredibly pigmented. They kind of remind me of the Unearthly Cosmetics blush formula in the fact that they're very pigmented. They also kind of have a lot of kick up in the pan when you are using them, but I do find that the size of these blush duos are a little bit more convenient, obviously, because you're getting 2 in that small little size there, and then also the colors are just a little bit more flattering to the skin if you're more of an everyday wearer. I do love the Unearthly ones, and you can kind of create very fun, cool looks with those, but if you are more of like an everyday makeup wearer, then I would definitely check out the Vizier formula. They had some really beautiful shades, and again, there were some really light shades, so if you're very fair, they have something for you, and they also have something for like the darker shades. I really like these blushes. I was excited to add them to my collection. Now I gotta figure out how to get them in the drawer. So we'll briefly just talk about the eyeshadow that I wore this month, and I actually didn't wear that much eyeshadow because literally I was sick for like a whole week, and we've just been busy in the house. We got a new little flock of chickens that we're taking care of. One of my bunnies got sick, so there were just not a lot of days that I was wearing makeup, and then the days that I was wearing makeup, I was kind of wearing the same eyeshadow and the same stuff, really testing it out, and then also just for the convenience of like making it easy for myself. So the first little thing I want to talk to you guys about is the Vizier Quad. This is the Lavender Macaroon set, and this comes in this really adorable little package. Is $25, and this is what she looks like. I think this is great. I love these little quads. I think they're extremely versatile and come out with lots of different looks with them. They're great for travel, and they are customizable because you can remove the shadows from the pans and switch them out. I thought the quality on this was great. Like I said, I filmed a video creating a look with that palette and then swatching the blushes, so if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. And then I finally got around to using my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Dreams quad. I picked this up on the Sephora sale, but I hadn't quite used it yet, and I really wanted to hold off on talking about it until I used it. And yeah, she's really quite beautiful. It's deeper than I expected it to be, and that's not a complaint. I was really quite happy with it. I thought that I was able to create a really nice, easy look, and the shadows really complemented my skin tone. Really happy with this quad as well. A palette that really surprised me this month is the Milani Gilded Flora palette. This is really the first Milani eyeshadow palette that I've ever tried, and I was really impressed with the quality here. I think the shimmers are really sparkly. The mattes are pretty decent as well, but I think the shimmers just really blew me away. The color story is really nice in here too. It's like a really nice neutral with a couple pops of color. Pastels are really in right now, so I feel like this is like a really good palette for like a beginner, and to somebody like me who's just a little bit more enthusiastic about trying new things. So the next palette is the Alien Cosmetics Fairy Frolic palette. I've actually had this in my collection for some time. I think I picked things up probably in like February when I got the sleepover palette. I picked these up. I think that's when I picked this up. But I hadn't really got to play with it. Oh my god. This is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning. I did a look and I did a quick little funny reel on Instagram with this, and I was really happy with the look that I created. The shadows are beautiful. Every time I use one of their products with Unearthly Cosmetics, I'm highly impressed with the quality, and that did not disappoint whatsoever. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is the Beauty Bay Berries palette. This is a gorgeous palette. I probably created 4 or 5 looks this month with it. I really wish that I filmed them all, but I can't say that I did. I love this palette. I think it's really gorgeous. You get some really pretty colors in here. I did a look with this shade, and this shade, and it was really cute and like punchy. I did a shade, a look with these two down here, and it was just really dark and plummy. I did a look with the pinks here, and yeah, I think this palette is really cute. It has a really good range of colors, so you kind of get to create different looks. Although they are all pinks and berries, they are different looks, and the formula is pretty much what to expect with Beauty Bay. So those are all the products that I wanted to talk about. Like I said, sometimes I include products that I didn't use and just kind of tell you what I spent my money on for the month, but I didn't want to do all of that because I currently have things organized in possible videos. So I don't want to like disturb my little situation right now, and I didn't play with any of those things, so I didn't have really an opinion to talk about. So for that reason, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And until next time, thank you so much for taking your time to watch my video. I really do appreciate it. See you next time. Love you. Bye.